Chapter 2. Teenage Years. By the time the black girl reaches teendom, she is fully schooled in the various manipulative skills available to be used on the black man. The fact that these opinions have been formed from her emotionally wrought mother television soap operas, Hollywood movies, true romance magazines, and love songs do not matter to her. She believes these are documents of truth that she must adhere to be accepted into the womanhood club. By this time, she is eager to learn all she can about the opposite sex with a single motivation of getting a black man to literally eat out of her hand. Keeping certain secrets from the teenage boy as a way of life is already established as the norm. It is during this time that the black teenage girl forms a special bond with her mother regarding black men, a type of in-house conspiracy that may include warning the mother about not telling the father how much an item of clothing really costs, not letting the father know that the mother had an accident or forgot to pay an important bill, that the daughter is dating prematurely or came in late, that the daughter is on birth control, keeping quiet about the girl failing a test in school to keep her from being punished or grounded. Any topic discussed that begins with "don't tell your father" is wrong. This kind of conspiracy between the black mother and the black teenage girl seals their secret relationship, one where information is withheld in the name of keeping the peace. A seemingly honorable intention. Lies operate on the domino principle. If one lie is told, the teller is forced to tell another and another and another. At the time the lie may seem harmless enough, they are considered a necessity. Though by using these tactics, the black teenage girl continues to prove herself that the black man can be manipulated by instructing her mother to tell her boyfriend that she's not at home in order to make him jealous. The mother will usually comply and relate the lie to the black male caller, pretending she is not ready when her date arrives to make him wait, sweat, or worry a little. Using her feminine attributes of flattery or a swivel of the hips to get his attention, she practices how to use sexual innuendo by talking to another boy to make him upset or as a threat to test him to see if he's really serious about her. The indirect lessons the black mother is teaching and agreeing with is it's okay to lie to the black man if you're doing it to check his level of affection for you. It's permissible to withhold the truth from the black man if the truth will make him displeased with you. There are some issues that the black man just doesn't understand and some that are just not his business. Artificial flattery will take her far. All of this reaffirms for the black teenage girl that the black man is easily seduced, will believe whatever you tell him, and that she can get back at him by giving him anxiety. Anxiety. All girls play the same games with their boyfriends, so it's obviously just the way things are and will be. The easiest way to get a black man's attention is to cause him some kind of frustration resulting from a carefully executed plan. And if she doesn't tell him, he'll never know. The teen years are those spent trying out various schemes on the black male to test his reactions, sincerity, and level of interest. She is well versed by this time to sift through whatever the black male says out of his mouth and decide what he really means and what her reaction should be. Part of this is explainable. Psychologists agree that no human being views the world through pristine eyes. What we see is edited by a definite set of predetermined rules and values that help create a certain viewpoint on various subjects and situations. The very concept of reasoning that the black teenage girl uses to determine what is right and wrong are derived from a tainted set of traditionally learned wickedness passed on from one black female to another, her mother or female guardian. Often the girl will make up wild stories, create false emergencies, or intentionally stand up the boy or tease him with sexual promises until he vows everlasting love. May also demand expensive gifts or costly outings to have the black man crawling at her feet, worshiping her eternally, is worth any and everything to her. Plus, she confirms that he definitely should pay for the privilege of her company. The means are always justified by the hope for and predictable end. She gets the black boy in the spot where she wants him to be. She does not know that she is learning to whore. Up to and during teendom, the black mother, in rearing the black daughter, must explain sex to her and get her ready to meet the world, which she realizes will evolve in some way around the opposite sex, the black man. Her advice, whether accepted or not, is given from her personal point of view and is a result of her own experiences with the black man. The same advice she herself took and used throughout the lifetime of the black girl, she passes on. Her instructions, after she explains the anatomy part, may go something like this. Get a good education so you can get a good job and take care of yourself so you don't have to count on no man. Make your own money so you can be your own boss. You know you can't trust them, so be careful. All men want is to get in your pants. Play the field for a while. Find out what you want. Don't just believe what he tells you. Check him out. Don't let him get you pregnant. You can't tell a man all your business. Don't spend your own money. Make him pay for it. Make him do something for you. Don't spend all your time with him for nothing. Get with one who's got the most money, and the rules go on and on. I call them rules because while girls are often rebellious during this stage, when it comes to setting their own standards regarding whom they will date, they still hear the negative implications of the above instructions and apply them whenever they choose. This kind of teaching means test his feelings any way you can. Sex is the only motivation the black man has. Sex is a weapon. Use it to get what you want. You can't trust what he tells you. He owes you something material or financial if you go out with him. Be promiscuous. It's a prerequisite to settling down. The black daughter is compelled by nature to follow, without reason, the example of the black mother throughout her life, which is called instinct. They do as the mother did. By her example in teaching, the character of the black girl is stamped with the characteristics of the black mother. Everyone is largely what the mother makes. The moral precepts that the black teenage girl adopts are not her own. They are split between what she learned from her mother and what white society preaches. Certainly, peer pressure is to be taken into consideration. Mostly the peer pressure is from other black teenager girls who have been raised in a similar opposing position to the black man. This is the standard process, which does not vary very much from the household to household. Whew. The homemaking skills that the teenage girl picks up from her mother may be adequate. Cooking, cleaning, laundry, and shopping. Or she may be brought up in an ultra-modern setting where it is thought to be cute for a girl not to know how to cook or keep house. If the teenage girl has been pumped up with the ideas of being some kind of super career woman, then she will ignore housework altogether. Trifling. Believing that she will never have to attend such menial duties. Things like meal planning, sewing, taking care of her man and her children, and making a peaceful home for her husband are not taught. She watches the mother run the house. Depending on the mother's attitude about it, she forms the same opinion. If the mother acts like serving a man is a bore, so will the daughter. If the mother does not serve the man at all, the daughter will do the same. If the daughter never witnesses the mother serving a man because she is in a single-parent household, then she will deem such action as demeaning or reserved for special occasions only. It is unlikely that a girl raised in such a home will have a natural inclination towards taking care of her man and home. She has no model for it. Homemaking skills have to be taught at home by the mother. If the black man would like to have a visual picture of what today's black teenage girls are doing and thinking, he should take a few minutes out of his schedule and look at the Soul Train Dance music show, which comes on television every week. This show gives vent to all the filth that ends up causing the black man problems with the black woman years later. Of course, this is not the only example. It is the major one that is televised. The style of clothing, the nakedness, the lewd and shameful facial expressions, and the dance movements demonstrate the low level of behavior of our black teenage girls and black teenage boys. Their dance movements and faces are the result of an idea they have as young women that to be seen and admired, they must reveal their bodies and twist and grind in a wild fashion in public, another Dante's Inferno. Many of the black teenage girls are able to pass for adult women because of how they dress and carry themselves, dedicating their entire existence to functioning in such a way as to attract the sexual advances of a man. Many black mothers approve of this behavior and do nothing to control or stop their daughters from such undignified behavior. Most do not stop them because they do not know how. Adulthood.